Okay, here we are again with another financial recap.
Financial recap.
Financial recap.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Bahamas.
Bahamas. So Long Island was a two-part stop for us.
Yeah.
We toured
Two separate visits.
Two separate visits, but I compiled all the expenses into one shot. We toured the northern section of Long Island, and we left for a couple days, had a really beep. You're right. Edit that out.
All right, so here's the Long Island financial recap with no profanity.
Sorry.
Take two.
Take two. All right, so we visited Long Island on the northern shore, then had to leave because of weather. Had a really bad few days of weather, and so we decided to go back to Long Island, to the southern part, and enjoy that area and get off the boat for a couple days. And so our expenses for Long Island are higher than our normal. It was a bit of a splurge when we came back to Long Island.
So we had bad weather in Calabash, and we ran away to Rum Key to try to escape the weather, but it followed us, and Rum Key had even worse protection than Long Island for that wind setup because it clocked and there were other problems. If you watch the videos, you know.
Yeah.
So anyways, when we made it back to Long Island into Clarence Town, we needed a break from the boat. We were voted out.
Yeah. So we decided to rent a villa for a couple days, get onto dry land, sleep in a bed that didn't move, and take some really amazing long hot showers.
Yep.
Rent a car and
went hiking and
tour the island.
Yep, it was nice.
It was really nice.
Went for a drive, the longest drive we've been on in the Bahamas officially for hours.
Yes.
Which is weird to say.
Yeah.
On little islands.
Yep, and Long Island's road is, there's one main road that goes the entire north to south of the island, and it is not a very good road. There are potholes all throughout.
Yes, and we did our best to take care of the rental car because it was a wonderful rental car.
It was a very wonderful rental car. We loved that rental car, and we had the hardest time trying to find one. And we found a villa to rent, and we rode our bikes there, and we got to the villa, and they're like, oh, we have a car you could rent, and it's cheaper than anywhere else. We're like, we'll take that.
It was $50. That was
$50
awesome.
a day flat, no extra fees, no extra anything. It was perfect. And it was probably the best, most well-maintained vehicle on any of the Bahamian Islands ever.
Yeah, that's a good segue into the financial recap.
Yes, it is. So, for our initial visit to Long Island, the first thing we did was stop off at the Sunset restaurant. Rodney, I believe his name is, runs a very nice facility there. It is cash only. It's a little pricey, but it was delicious and plentiful. We spent $90.50 to eat there. It was a multi-course meal with drinks.
Grouper, salad, fresh
cut salad.
Good greens. You don't get good greens in the Bahamas often.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney prepared, the salad was the highlight.
Yeah.
I know that sounds funny to all you Americans.
Yeah.
But for the world travelers out there, finding good greens is hard.
Yes.
After you leave the mainland.
And not only did he provide a regular salad with all sorts of stuff in it, onions, bell pepper, tomato, the works.
Yeah.
He also gave us coleslaw on top of that.
Yeah.
So it was salad and salad, which was awesome.
Double ensalada.
Double ensalada. So that was really great. So that was $90 to eat there. Then we went and visited the Cape Santa Maria Resort. It's a very nice resort in the Calabash Bay there.
We tried to go for happy hour, but we missed it every single night.
Every single time we tried to go to happy hour, we missed it for one reason or another. So we stopped off at that resort 2 different nights for drinks and 2 different meals we had there. One night we ordered a pizza, and one day we had lunch there. I forget exactly what we ordered.
We had garlic pizza, and
We
I
had-
don't remember what we had for lunch.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't memorable, but it was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
So the total we spent visiting the resort 4 different occasions was $148.78. The pizza alone was $30, but it was a delicious pizza.
The drinks were $60.
The drinks were around $60, and then the rest was for our lunch. So
Taxes and tips and lunch.
taxes, tips, lunch. So that was all we did when we were there the first go round.
Yep.
Second go round, we stopped off at Lloyd's Sports Bar
On our bicycles.
on our bicycles on our way to our villa.
And they had some nice meals that were plated.
Yeah.
I got some lamb, which I love lamb. And if you're a fan of lamb
Yeah.
or even goat, go to the Bahamas. It's
Yeah, it's
affordable
plentiful,
and
it's everywhere.
tasty. It's raining out, just so y'all know. So our notes that we have are soaked.
They're getting wet and,
and,
harder to read.
Yeah, harder to read. So anyways, bear with us.
Yeah,
We don't practice this stuff.
we don't. So at Lloyd's Sports Bar for the two of us for a really nice, plentiful lunch was $31.59.
That's a really good value for the Bahamas.
It really is.
It was on the way to Dean's Blue Hole.
It was,
For
yeah.
anybody going by land to do the Blue Hole,
Yep.
check out Lloyd's. It was a good stop.
Yep, it's right there at the turnoff. You really can't miss it.
Uh,
Next thing we did also as we
Tipsy.
were traveling on our bikes, we stopped at the Tipsy Taps. It was a liquor store and they had some unique flavored rattlers that we hadn't come across yet.
New Rattlers.
So we bought a couple. It was $9.50.
We didn't like them.
We didn't like them.
They were extra alcohol and they were potent.
Yeah, we prefer the 2% alcohol yummy
Kool-Aid.
rattler Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Goodness. So
Bakery.
the bakery in Clarencetown was fantastic.
Good bakery.
Good bakery.
All homemade. I believe the people that run it live there. So they
Yes.
invite you into their home, which is modeled like a storefront.
Yep.
And they were very pleasant. It takes a little bit to warm up to them because they're busy. It's their home.
Yeah.
And
They've got a lot going on.
They got a lot going on. And so, be patient. Remember that you're guests in their country and in their home.
Yeah.
Spent $32.65 there throughout the course of the week we were there.
Yep.
We got bread and dessert and pastries, and
Yeah.
you guys know
the
us.
coconut bread there was really, really good. We had to request it in the morning that she was making it so that we would be able to get a loaf by the end of the day.
Because it was sold out.
It was sold out. We prepaid, pre-ordered, and then came back that afternoon and she had it set aside for us, still piping hot, warm. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And then the villa that we rented was phenomenal.
It was a really good villa. We made a video of it that we'll post. You'll probably already have seen it once you see this.
Yeah.
We try to post the financial recaps last.
Yep. But the villa for 2 nights was a total of $353.76.
And that includes the cleaning fees and all the little knickknacks that governments in general get you with.
Yeah.
It's not the Bahamas, it's not these people, it's just customary.
Yeah.
To say it's one price, and then there's all sorts of taxes and
Yeah.
cleaning fees and all that. So
And it was rented through Airbnb, so Airbnb website has their own
They get
fees
their
that they
fee.
tack on and all that. But it was very, very nice.
total was $353.76,
Yep.
and we would recommend it.
We would recommend it.
We would like to travel back there and stay again.
We would.
If anybody ever visits us, we would rent a villa so that we would have somewhere to be.
Yeah, that would be great. So there's that. And then the rental car for 2 days that we rented it and stayed at the villa was $100 flat.
No surprise fees.
No surprise fees, no taxes, no anything.
Well,
It
we
was-
don't know about taxes.
Well, I mean, it
That's
was their
business.
personal vehicle, so
But-
they loaned it to us and they just charged us $100, period.
Yep.
It was great. And then we bought a little bit of groceries. They own a grocery store that's right in front of the villas.
Yep.
We bought some bell peppers and some eggs and
Lemons and limes.
lemons and limes.
We
so that
cooked
could,
our fresh grouper.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
We got to use a full kitchen.
Yes.
And Brent, the
conditioning.
culinary genius with fish, made us the most amazing grouper I think we've had to date.
It was really, really,
It was
really,
really good.
Yeah.
But we spent $16.65 on some random groceries to have at the villa there.
Yep.
And then last but not least, fuel for the rental car to return it. We spent $25 to refuel the car after driving it up and down all over Long Island.
Yeah.
And enjoying it for 2 days.
Columbus Monument.
Yep.
And meeting our friends Maddie and Ella.
Yep.
And enjoying a wonderful afternoon with those guys at the Columbus Monument.
Yeah.
It was totally worth the little bit of gas that it takes to get around.
Yeah.
And it was a great surprise.
It was a great surprise. So total spent on Long Island, we spent a total of 7 days there between the two stops, was $808.47. So per day cost was $115.50. So for 7 days. So that's double our daily budget.
But if you were going to get a hotel in the United States, you would spend $150 a night at a hotel in the U.S. So go figure.
Go figure. But it was fantastic. I don't regret it. It was a well-needed break from the boat.
We needed to get off of the stinking boat.
We had to get off the boat.
I mean, where we went into Clarence Town, the bay was super protected. It was nice and calm. It looked like there was really good spear fishing out on the reefs, but we just needed stability because we hadn't slept in a week.
Yeah.
And you get sick if you don't sleep for 2 days. You get nauseous.
Yeah.
Let alone 7.
Yeah. Let alone 7 daes, and the stress from everything that happened. Watch the other videos. I'm not going to repeat it here right now.
Tie up the dinghy.
Properly tie up the dinghy.
Correctly.
Always have a spare line on your dinghy.
All the lessons that YouTube
lessons.
teaches you for you armchair sailors that are preparing to come out here and be real sailors.
Yeah.
Listen to that crap that people tell you, because if they put it in a video, it happens, and it will happen to you over and over and over again.
And over again.
Never tow your dinghy. Always put 2 lines on the dinghy.
Yeah.
Everything. Everything anybody tells you, they don't waste their breath because they're making stuff up. It happens.
It
The
does
craziest
happen.
scenarios that you can imagine happen.
Yeah, they do.
Almost every day.
Almost every day. It's never a dull moment. I mean, you start to get a dull moment, and it's like, whoop, here comes a squall line. Or something.
Yeah.
Something happens.
We were just sailing and we were having a nice 4-knot day. There's like no wind.
Yeah.
We had 3 sails up. We had the main sail with a 3rd reef. We had the head sail, the jib out, which had 1 reef. And then we had the entire spinnaker out on the other side. And we were doing like 6 knots, something
and
like that.
And it was like super calm.
Super calm. Autopilot was steering.
Chill.
And so
and then
we needed to tack the jib because we were headed towards a mountain. We were going to hit a mountain in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so we want to go around the mountain, but we don't want to stop and turn and go around the mountain. So we're like, we're gonna tack the jib, and then we'll put all the sails back up on the opposite side of the boat.
Yeah.
So we put all the sails down, pull the jib down, we tack it, we redeploy it, and all of a sudden the boat is like sideways in the water.
Almost water coming over the side rails.
We're doing 8 knots.
Flying.
And the wind, I mean, we had 3 sails out before. Now we have 1 sail out, and we're doing easily 3 times the speed.
It was crazy. Just out of nowhere, the wind
kicked
engine,
up. There's a rainstorm. We pulled up the radar, and I was showing Andrea how to set a target on the rainstorm that will track the direction and speed of whatever object the radar picks up. And so we were watching the rainstorm, and we were beating it. The storm was going 5.5 to 8.5 knots.
We were going so much faster than the storm. We were leaving it in its dust.
Yes, and we're just in little sprinkles right now.
Yeah.
And the storm is pretty much gone. We beat the storm.
We did.
We put the spinnaker away so that way we didn't get into trouble if the storm brought crazy winds. It would either tear the spinnaker or it would turn our boat into a submarine.
Yeah.
And
Either would be good.
Yeah, reef early, reef often, and you can't reef a spinnaker, so
just bring it down.
Put it away.
Sock it up.
Yeah. So anyways, now we're back to the 5-knot drift in little sprinkles.
Little sprinkles. It's nice. It cooled it off, and yeah.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen moment to moment on a sailboat.
That's why our hair's a little wet. Our boots are a little wet.
Yeah.
But we're making it okay. Oh, it's so frustrating sometimes being on a boat.
Yeah, it is.
But it's more frustrating in a career every single day.
Working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, we got to go back and do it. This has been a good perspective change. It hasn't been a break by any sense of the imagination. You would think you're out here swimming and having fun, but
it's a whole different level of work.
Yeah.
Whole different style. It's
crazy.
It's survival.
It really is.
Instead of you're working at a desk, you're surviving.
You can stay in a marina and you can spend $1 million and you can live the high life, or you can be lower middle class people like us.
Yeah.
Scrap every penny you have together to try to teach yourself a life lesson, and this is what you get.
Yep, this is what you get. But,
I don't know which way is better.
I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't want to live in a marina because I hate it when we're in the marinas.
Oh yeah, marinas kind of suck.
It's brutal. I love being out at anchor.
But we don't use power in the marinas because we have a full solar array.
Yeah, we
don't run the AC very often. Usually at night when we go to bed, we'll turn on the AC because during the day we're gone exploring. Yeah. Marina life, if you like martinis and you're into, free
happy
internet.
Hour.
Yeah, maybe happy hour if you can ever make it.
Yeah, if you can ever make it.
Yeah, then that's okay. But we always miss happy hour.
Always miss happy hour.
We don't have enough power to run the air conditioner for more than 3 days in a row. And we paid for all this solar, so if we plug into the marina, now we're paying for electrical, which we already paid for on the solar. So it's technically money lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we're too frugal. But I don't know. It's the difference between being able to do this one more day and not. So I think one more day adventuring versus being cozy in a marina. The adventure are the stories you tell. The only thing we tell about marinas is that they're stuffy and expensive.
Yeah, and people are rude usually.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes you get really, really friendly marinas where all the cruisers, it's a nice community.
Oh, and clientele, she means. Yeah.
Yeah, the clientele.
The marina staff, usually it's a mixed bag of who's rude or not. But yeah, the clientele of marinas.
It's not normally our people.
Even people we've met cruising that are friendly out on anchor, we'll see them, and they're like, well, we thought we recognized you somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you're out on the beach, people will say hi to you. But if you're in a marina, they'll just wonder, oh, I think I know that person.
I think I may know that person, and then not look at you. And see you look at them, and they'll look away.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. People are stupid.
We like to talk to everybody everywhere we go. We're just friendly.
I'm not very friendly, but I try to make friends. You don't have to be friendly to make friends. You just have to buy drinks.
Oh, okay.
Or supply fresh lobster. People love fresh lobster.
People love it when you supply fresh seafood.
So anyways, we're rambling because we're sleep deprived and we just survived that crazy spinnaker experience we told you about.
So we'll end the video here. Long Island was great. It was a splurge. We think it's well worth it.
Yeah,
we would love to go back. Highly recommend you go to Long Island, even if you're just visiting, not on a boat. There's plenty to do, to see, to explore. Beautiful beaches, beautiful water.
Nice monuments.
Nice monuments, neat historical places, caves to explore, all sorts of stuff. Ruins, you name it, it has it. And the people were friendly.
Yep.
So.
Sorry, I'm managing the sails and trim and everything, so I need to make sure we're not damaging anything.
Yeah. So that's the Long Island financial wrap-up.
Adios.
Adios.